YouTube, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Yanni. We back here with another banger, man. It's 2022. It's been a while. I've been on a long hiatus. Ain't seen you guys in a while, but we back. We here. Let's get it. You see my man. We about to give him this ball fade. Let's start off by grabbing his hair, pinning it up. That way we could clean out our canvas and get ready to run these clippers through this hair. We're gonna grab our comb or our pick and we're going to prep this hair by picking it all out and giving ourselves a clean canvas. Alright guys, to kick this haircut off, I'm coming in with my new Babyliss custom FXs and I'm hitting this bald guideline. For the sake of the video, I'm not going to fade all the way around. I'm going to fade it in sections. Once our bald guideline is set in, we're going to debulk all of the hair underneath. Next step, we're going to come in with our number 1 guard all the way closed, and we're going to knock down this hair to our desired length. Next step, we're going to grab our clipper all the way open, no guard, and we're going to set in our first guideline. I'm using my Gamma Mythics with the stretch bracket, so it does open up a little bit wider than a half, so just keep that in mind. We're going to set that guideline in evenly all the way through, following our bald guideline. Next, you see me coming in with my Slimline Pro LIs, and I am attacking that bottom line just to soften it up and make it easier to come behind that with my clipper all the way closed, and I'm going to attack that line that I just hit with my Slimline Pros. As the line is blended, I'm going to open my clipper 1 notch and I'm going to fade up. Following this step, opening my clipper 1 notch as I go up until I meet the top of this guideline. Once that guideline is fully blended out, I'm going to come in with my number 1 guard all the way open. I'm going to set in my next guideline about the same length and size as I did my previous one. Next, I'm coming in with my half guard, and it is 1 notch from close, and I'm going to attack that line that I set in with my 1 open. We're going to follow the same method, open it up 1 notch and move up on the guideline. We're going to follow those same steps, opening our clipper 1 notch as we move up until this guideline is fully blended out. Man, hit a like on this video if you're ready for 2022, if you're ready to make this your year, improve, get better, become the best you, the best barber, the best anything that you want to be. If this is what you want to do, man, give it your all, give it your number 1 effort, and it'll always pay off for you. Alright guys, here I'm coming in with my number one guard all the way open. Since I am using the stretch bracket, it is opening up a little bit wider, and what you see me doing is just flicking out that hair at the top that I set in with my one guard closed. The reason I'm flicking out is because I don't want to make it too light at the top. I still want to keep some of the darkness in order to give myself a nice transition. One guard all the way open, flicking out those dark spots that were left at the top. And that's pretty much going to bring this side of the haircut. We're going to go to the other side and follow these same steps to blend out the other side and link it all together in the back. Here you see me coming back with my slim lines and taking out any little dark spots while detailing this side as I go. Alright guys, on the other side, we're going to follow the same steps. Here I use my Babyliss custom FX clippers, and I did do something on this side that ended up making both sides not match. As you see here, I had a lower guideline, a lower bald guideline, which in the end, after blending this fully out, I realized that one side was higher than the other. So I had to come back and make both sides even. And that's one thing about being a good barber. We're not perfect, we make mistakes. But as long as you know how to fix it, how to adjust, and how to always make every haircut look the best and give it your all, it will always work itself out. A haircut is like life. We deal with adversities, we deal with challenges. Sometimes things happen not as planned, but you know what? We work with it, we use what we got, what we know, and we try to do our best each and every day. And I apply that to every haircut. Here guys, I did something a little different there. I used my number one guard closed before I brought out the half guard in order to soften up that line, since the other side it did fight with me a little bit. So that's why here when I came in with my half guard, it was a little bit easier to blend out since I softened it up with the number one guard. That one guard, that white one guard that I used on this video is the Ever Since. It's spelled with a 3 instead of an E in the beginning. Well, they sell that number one guard, the 1/8 guard. Even though it's advertised as a 0.5, it's really a 1/8 guard, but it cuts so close. The design is something different than I've ever seen from any guard, and also it's magnetic. So if you want to give that a try, I'm going to leave the link in the description below. It is $30 for one guard, but if you have the extra money to try it out, man, give it a shot. It's a very great guard, and it cuts a little bit closer than the number one. And that is the guard that I am using now. Following the same steps that we did on the other side in order to blend this side out. Detail, detail, detail. Alright guys, and now to bring this haircut all the way together, we're going to follow the same steps and link both of the sides to the back. So we're going to come in clipper closed, open one notch as we move up, and we're gonna keep opening those notches until we meet the top of the guideline. After the no guard blend, we're gonna come in with our number 1 guard all the way open. We're gonna close it to soften up that line in order to make it nice and easy for us to come behind that with our half guard in order to blend that line together. Using the corners of my clippers in order to blend out any of those little dark spots or imperfections that I didn't like in the blend. Now we're going to bring it all together with our number 1 guard. Coming with the grain and also against the grain all the way open, flicking out and blending any of those little dark spots. Corners, corners, corners. The corners are always your best friend, especially when fading. Finishing all off with the Slimline Pros, balding everything out and blending everything in. Detail work at the end, and that's pretty much going to complete our blend. Now off to the lineup, I'm going to brush the hair down. It's already combed out. Once the hair is fully brushed and combed, I'm going to come in with the same guard that I used on the side, number 1 guard all the way closed, and I'm going to bring down that front taper in order to set ourselves up for a crispy lineup. But before we line this hair up, I'm coming in with my Lotta Body wrapping lotion, the styling foam, and I'm brushing it all around the head in order to lay this hair down and give it an all-around better look. It does make the hair a little wet, so you're gonna have to come back behind that with your blow dryer, apply some heat, and brush this hair into place to give it another layer of texture, another layer of just beautifulness, if that's a word. Here I'm just getting a little bit of the roach legs, trying to take some of this bulk off of his front taper. That way it looks a little bit nicer when we come and line it up. Coming in with my custom FXs, starting from the middle, working my way to the corners, looking at the mirror as much as possible to make sure this lineup is as natural as possible and also as straight as possible. We are going to add some color to this in order to take it to the next level, but before I apply any color, I want to make sure that this lineup is 100% or at least close to it. You know, you could have a good fade and a bad lineup and your haircut isn't going to pop. The lineup is very important, one of my favorite parts, if not my most favorite part of doing a haircut, because it brings everything together. Alright guys, and here, this is where I made my mistake. As you can see, this side of the fade is a little bit lower, especially when going to the C cup. And I didn't like how one side was lower and darker. As you see, this side is a little bit lighter. So I went back and I kind of brought the fade up a little bit in order to make both sides even and symmetrical, because I didn't want one side to be darker than the other. And that's what I mean. We're going to encounter things in these haircuts that we're sometimes gonna have to fight for it, you know? We're gonna have to adjust, we're gonna have to come back, we're gonna have to think and give it our all, give it our best effort, and just try to make this thing as even as possible all the way around, and try to make this blend as perfect as you can. And that's why you see me here coming back and cleaning that up in order to make this haircut more even. I encounter these things all the time. Things don't go my way, but I adjust, I lock in, I focus, and I just make it happen, man. You just gotta make that call, go for it. Don't be scared and just do it. Trust your skill, trust your mind, trust your hands, and just do it. Now, as you guys can see, I'm looking at the other side and I'm matching both points of the C cups in order to make both sides even. Then with a little bit of hairspray, that's that gummy hairspray, followed by Tune 45 No Drip Color Enhancement, and I am using my brand new Beam Team Cordless Compressor by Tune 45. Shout out to y'all for the color. Shout out to y'all for the compressor. This by far is the best compressor, the best color I've ever used. I mean, look how it's bringing this haircut to the absolute next level. Shout out to Tune 45 for all their products. I used almost everything from shave gels to razors, color, everything. Hey yo, Tune 45, what's up, man? Shoot your boy some love. Applying this color, trying to make it look natural. I really don't like to, apply too much so it has like a non-natural look. I like to keep it natural, just a little bit of color enhancing it. Then I'm gonna come back with a little bit of hair fibers, and then that's just gonna bring it to the next level, man. I mean, it speaks for itself. Look at that lineup. Tell me what you guys think about this lineup. Tell me if I could have done anything better. Drop a comment below. Show your boy some love. In order to make this color and hair fibers last, you gotta apply layers of hairspray and teach your clients how to take care of the color. After I applied the hair fibers, I like to come back with my trimmers and knock out any excess hair fibers that are left on the hair. Alright guys, in the last step, one of my favorite steps, we're going to come in with our razor. I'm using that Tune 45 triple cartridge, the blue one, my favorite color. And we're just going to bring this haircut to the next level and just make these lines sharp as can be. Hit that front, hit the vertical bars, hit the C cup, and bam, haircut completed. Apply some hairspray, done. This is how my boy came into the shop. Needed some help, needed some love. You already know we locked in, we stayed focused, we gave them our best, and you already know what it is, man. This is the before, and this is the after, guys. Tell me what you guys think about this cut. Could I have done anything better? Did you like it? Did you not like it? Show your boy some love. Subscribe, like, share the video, support. I support back any barbers trying to do their YouTube thing. I support. We here. Let me know what you guys think. Rate this haircut in the comments below. It's your boy Yanni. 2022 is our year. Let's get it. It's time to grind. Give it your all. Don't give up. And God bless you and your family, guys. It's your boy Yanni signing out. Hey.